let's talk about recruitment marketing. And I'm going to start with the negatives. So much, I mean like so much of recruitment marketing boils down to how do I say we're hiring in a pretty picture? It doesn't ever say anything specific. It doesn't ever have a lot of branded content. It doesn't ever be specific, attractive, different, or real. It's simply saying, you were looking for a job. Here's one. I found one. Here it is. Do you want it? Sometimes it's join us. Sometimes it's apply here. Sometimes is we have openings, right? But they're all the same idea of you're already looking for a job. I know you're looking for a job. You might as well apply for this one too. Right? It's never specific to what the job is, barely specific to what the company is, and sometimes not even that. It is simply a transactional inducement to create action. Now, sometimes that's what's called for. Sometimes that's going to get the job done. However, if it is necessary, it can still be done better. And it can still have some employer brand thinking in it, meeting its own existing needs to be a transactional inducement for action, but also providing the reason why you should take that action, which not only connects to the larger idea of what your brand is, turns out it actually makes more people click the link. Having a why makes more people take action. This is why employer branding is so powerful, is because you apply it across all these different places, your career site, your job postings, your social, your recruitment marketing, and the other things we're going to talk about next. And it makes each one better, right? If everything you touched so far in this process got 5% better, a meager 5% better, in the aggregate, you're talking like a 50% increase in quality of candidates or offer acceptance rates or whatever your metrics are. In the aggregate, these tiny little advancements, these tiny little enhancements make a big change, on the aggregate. So let's talk about recruitment marketing. Right now, everybody's talking about we're hiring, join us, all that stuff. And they just don't work. It's just not, it's fine. But again, it's focused on people already looking for a job. These people were going to find you anyway. They were going to find you on Indeed and LinkedIn and whatever job boards there are. It's not like you're hiding your jobs, right? The jobs are out there. You're simply trying to push them over the edge to take the action, right? You're not trying to take them from the 1 yard line all the way across the field into the end zone. They're already standing at the half yard line, just inches away from the goal line, and you just kind of give them a nudge, like, boop, there you go, to get them to do that thing. Recruitment marketing ads do not do they not engage people who are not looking for a job? Why? Because if I'm not looking for a job, saying we have a job is not useful information. It is not for me. In a lot of ways, the power of recruitment marketing is getting people over the line. The power of employer brand is that it speaks to the 95% of people not currently looking for a job, because the 5% of the people who are looking for a job are getting the recruitment marketing messages, and the recruitment marketing messages aren't for the 95%. Do you read job boards for fun? Do you look at job postings for fun? Of course you don't. Why? Because they're not fun. And if you're not looking for a job, they're useless information. So think about how to tie the targeting of people looking for a job now, not just to push them over the line to create that action, but to do so in such a way that down the process, through the candidate journey, they continue to see this idea over and over and over again, so that by the time they get to the offer acceptance rate, and that's super powerful, and we'll talk about that in a couple of videos, by the time they get to the offer acceptance rate, they're more likely to say yes. Why? Because the reason why they should be interested in the job was at the very beginning. It was in their bait. It was in the thing that drew them in. It was in the job posting. It was in the ad. It was in the career site. It was in the social media. And finally, when they get to the interview, it's in the offer letter. That's how you create that through line that makes the brand work, to make it powerful. So at their heart, recruitment marketing messages are about transaction, getting people to click the link, to do the thing, to apply for the job, right? You can still keep that, but the headline should not be join us, because that assumes the candidate knows who you are and already has a positive impression about you. And if you're working on your employer brand, spoiler, they probably don't yet. So replace that with get more brand, right? That idea, that innovation, the status, the support, the stability, the whatever, that opportunity, the autonomy, whatever it is you're offering people, make that the call to action. Make that the headline of a recruitment marketing ad. Focus more on the why and not on the fact that it's really easy to click that button and apply for a job, right? You will get them to apply. You will get them to join you, but you gave them a reason why, and that's far more powerful. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because all the ideas we've talked about in the previous videos, they work right here. In the same way that you can point any piece of content to any idea, any recruitment marketing message can be reframed to your brand. So it can be the bait that attracts them in on an idea that is reinforced through the process. So focus on that. Avoid the we're hiring, avoid the we have jobs, avoid the join us, all that stuff, not specific to the brand. And remember, everything we build is specific, attractive, different, and real. So start there. Be specific, be attractive, be different, be real. And the fact that you have a job is not different. It's not a specific thing. Everybody has those things, right? Everybody is hiring. So how can you really establish your brand to people looking for a job? Not a big shift, but connected with all the other pieces makes a big difference. So next video, we're going to talk about recruiter outreach. Yeah, we're going to talk with recruiters. It'll be fun, I promise.